Good morning, everybody, or afternoon. Pool time! Yay! Hi, baby! Do we come in the pool?
He kept looking up and looking up.
I was up on the balcony earlier saying hi to Flynn. Hi, baby! Yeah, baby, you want me to come in the pool? Alright, it's almost nap time, but first I want to give Flynn a new present. He loves his old puzzles so much. I got him a new one. Come here, diaper boy! Got out of the pool, so he's in his diaper. Look at this puzzle, baby! Look at this puzzle! Yeah! Helicopter, yeah! Oh, fire truck. Here, hold by the thing. There you go. Fire truck. Airplane. Ambulance. Can't tell which ones are and which ones are. It's a dump truck. Almost. Good boy!
Good job.
Dump truck, yes. Where's the airplane? Where's it go? Can you find the airplane? That's the dump truck. Where's the airplane? Good job. It's hard to get it in there, huh? There you go. Yeah, that's the dump truck. Good boy. Oh, ambulance. Oh my goodness. Helicopter. That's the dump truck. That's right. You put the dump truck in there? No,
He's not giving it up.
He loves the dump truck. So Flynn needed a little pick-me-up because he had his first big boo-boo. Not big boo-boo, he's totally fine, but he was playing, holding on to this, and this just goes to show that toddlers just get boo-boos often, because my mom and I were literally standing right next to him. He just tripped on literally nothing, as 1-year-olds do. Standing here holding on, tripped on nothing. I don't even know how he tripped because he was standing, he wasn't even walking, and he fell straight down and hit his chin on this, and his front teeth bit into his lip and it started bleeding. He was very sad, but he was very brave. He didn't cry very much. And so he got to have a popsicle, huh? He got to have a popsicle. But now he's got a little bit of a fat lip. I think it'll probably get a little more swollen. You can't really tell, which is awesome. But you can see a little bit, there's like a little red mark. It's a little, because it was bleeding. But he's okay. He just had a sad little moment of bonked his lip. Could have been worse. We're very, very lucky that he's 1.5. He's 1.5 to tomorrow.
Ooh.
He's 1.5 and we haven't had any major injuries. Very lucky that, knock on wood, that is the case. I know, he did scrape his knees the other day. He tripped at the park when he was running because he saw a Dar and got excited and he ran and he tripped and he got a little scrape on his knee, but it's basically already gone. And now he's got a fat lip. I think we're just entering the time of toddler boo-boos because he's running around and just being so hyper and silly that it's just the time of toddler boo-boos, guys. Scrapes and boo-boos and bonks, and that's just how it goes. It doesn't matter how much you protect and how much you try to stop them from doing those things. I mean, literally he was standing here and tripped on, I don't even understand how he tripped because he wasn't walking. And we have bumpers on this, like we don't have them on the edges. Now I'm like, do we need to put bumpers on the entire edge of the coffee table? Do we throw away the coffee table? I'm such a first-time parent. Any parent out there who has multiple kids is like, she needs to relax. I feel out of it today. I didn't fall asleep until 4:30 last night, so I'm like a little wonky and off. But I did get my Band-Aids of all colors today, which I'm very excited about. So now when my friends come over who don't have the same exact skin color as me, they can have Band-Aids that match their skin, or I can wear Band-Aids of different colors because other people have had to wear my skin color Band-Aid forever. So yeah, so we've got these dark ones and like medium tones and this my tone. I think that's really awesome. I'm very excited about that. I want to make sure my son is growing up in a home where we are inclusive, honey. Everyone is included. Period. Anyway, you guys are not gonna believe what I'm about to do. I'm gonna make bread. Okay, so we're going to have some spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, which means we gotta have garlic bread. So I'm gonna make a loaf of just generic bread, and then we're gonna turn it into a garlic loaf tonight when we're ready for dinner. My bread did not rise as much as it usually did last night, which is disappointing. I don't know what I did wrong, if I did something wrong. So I'm gonna put in some of these garlic nuggets. I'm just guacamole's on top. So I'm gonna let this rest for 30 minutes and throw it in the oven so that later tonight we can have some garlic bread. I'm not wearing my apron and my hands are messy. All good. So I don't know if you guys remember, but a few days ago, I was ordering clothes and toys and books and stuff for my kid from Black-owned businesses, small Black-owned businesses. And I just got one of the packages from Darling Baby. Look, share your photos with your little ones. Darling Baby. Here are the affirmation flashcards. This is so cute. I'm gonna have to open that and look through those. I also got him this shirt in this company. How cute is that? That is so cute. I just gotta say, this came faster than like my Amazon packages, so that's pretty amazing. I feel like a lot of times we all jump to Amazon or to the big companies because we're like, well, it's easier and I understand it and it's faster and just whatever. But this was obviously easy. It's like easy to order things online, but it came so fast. A is for amazing. I am totally amazing. Y is for shouting, yay, because we're celebrating. These are so cute. My sister came by the other day and dropped off some books for Flynn. She dropped off Duplo car, which I'm really excited about, had a Black man driving the Duplo car because my son is obsessed with Duplos right now, and I looked for a long time for Duplo men of different colors and I couldn't find any. So the fact that she found one was really awesome. And she also brought by some books. So we have Love Makes a Family. I haven't read these yet. Oh, this is awesome. Whether you have one parent, two moms, two dads, a mom and a dad, or another wonderful caregiver, there's one thing that makes every family a family, and that's love. Oh, I'm gonna cry. What a great book just in time for Pride Month. So each page shows how what love is, and it's just little things that kids can understand. But each page has like, there's two dads on this page, there's grandma and grandpa on this page, there's a single dad on this page, different skin colors, a lesbian moms, there's all different kinds of parents and families in there. That's really awesome. And then we have A is for awesome, 23 iconic women who changed the world. This is awesome. I do have a lot of feminist books already in my house, so I'm excited to have another one. Another type of book I really like to get since I have a young boy, this might be a controversial topic, but who cares? I think this is important to talk about. I feel like men are taught from a young age that feelings are bad, or emotions are bad. Men are taught to suppress their feelings, be a man, don't cry, and don't be sad, and they're taught not to talk about their feelings, while girls from a young age are taught to nurture, to feel, to express themselves. I feel like a lot of the issues in our world and a lot of problems that a lot of us have are because we're afraid to express our feelings truly, because we're afraid we'll be judged or be told we're weak for feeling something like sadness. I think that needs to change because I think that showing emotion and being able to express yourself freely and being able to express how you feel and why you feel that way in a mature way is strength. It's the hardest thing in the world to do, to be vulnerable and say, this is how I'm feeling right now, and be honest about it and talk about it. Personally, I feel like a lot of boys aren't taught. You hear boys hear their whole life like, man up, don't be a baby, or ew, gross, I'm crying. And even I've been like, ew, I'm crying, stop. Like, we're taught, everyone's taught that, like, you know, tears can be considered weak or you're a baby. But men especially, I feel, have been taught that, and that I feel that's why it's really hard for men to express themselves. And so a lot of times all emotions come out as anger or frustration, as opposed to like, oh, I'm sad right now, let me express my sadness. So I have a lot of books as well for Flynn that teach him about feelings and expressing himself and how to use your words. Being able to express yourself and being able to listen to other people express themselves is the most important thing we need to learn as humans, because if you can listen and understand and have empathy for other people, then I don't think there would be as much hate and anger, because you'd be able to like have empathy for them as opposed to be confused by what they're saying. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense? Am I expressing myself appropriately right now? Am I making any sense? I wasn't trying to offend men out there by saying a lot of men have been taught to suppress their feelings. I do find that to be accurate just from the conversations I've had with men and what they have told me and what I have seen and what I've witnessed. It seems to be that men have a harder time expressing themselves because they're taught that they shouldn't. I know it's a generalization, I hate generalizations, but that is what I have witnessed. I also know men who are great at expressing themselves and great at expressing their feelings, but I do think it's harder for them to get to that point because of what they're taught. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go finish my bread. Somebody has the hiccups. Can I have a cuddle? My sweet Hot. Yes, I'm cooking. We are making meatballs. So I'm stirring, and I teach him that this is very hot, so he doesn't come here. And he goes, hot. It's hot. Go, Grandma? Up, Grandma. So yes, we're doing teamwork, passing baby back and forth, chopping up things. A lot easier cooking dinner when you got Grandma here. We're doing spaghetti meatballs. I made a loaf of bread that I'm gonna turn into garlic bread later. Eric has been cleaning up the baby toy area. This used to be a big, huge playpen with tons of toys everywhere, and he got rid of it. What? I've taught you guys how to make these meatballs before, but they're really easy, and I just I mix it up every time. Meatballs are fun because you can kind of do whatever you want. Kind of what the recipe is in case you ever want to make these. They're really delish. We have a pound of ground meat. Sometimes we do turkey. Today we're doing regular beef, I think. A cup of Italian breadcrumbs. 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. I know it sounds like a lot. Usually I do freshly shredded, which is way more delicious, but today I have like the like powder kind. 2 tablespoons of ketchup. 1 onion sauteed with a few garlic cloves. That's what's sauteed over there. You can use garlic powder and onion powder, but I think it tastes better when they're fresh. A teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. These are all just guesstimates, by the way. I kind of do it different every time. That's what's so fun about it, is you can kind of put in whatever you want. But the key is, you put it on a pan and saute the outside of the meatballs so they get like a crunch, and then you bake them. So the outside has like a nice casing of Crunch Town. Delish. Meatballs! I'm gonna put these in the oven. Wait, no I'm not. This is not an oven. This is a refrigerator, in case you're wondering. Putting them in the refrigerator so that they can, oh, I need I'm a mess. I'm gonna focus on what I'm doing. None of you care. You're not gonna make these. But I'm putting them in the fridge for like an hour. Okay, goodbye. Hola. So, dinner was very good. Well, actually it wasn't. I don't know why I just lied to you. It was fine. Basically, the breadcrumbs I used in my meatballs were very thick breadcrumbs. Usually I use a very fine powdery breadcrumb, and the texture of these breadcrumbs was more like a panko. It made my meatballs very crumbly. No bueno. I like my meatballs more, sorry for the word, moist, more like dense. And also those breadcrumbs that I had, I think had a lot of salt in them because they tasted like overly salty, the meatballs. So I was not a fan, but my mom said they were good, but she's a sweetheart. Anyway, I just filmed a video, and now I need to edit a video because tomorrow Flynn turns 1.5. And obviously no one in the universe celebrates half birthdays, but when your kid is this little, those milestones are exciting. So like when the first year of his life, you're like, oh, he's 1 month old, he's 3 months old, he's 6 months old. You like celebrate every month. And then once he turns 1, you stop doing that.
But
I feel like 1.5 is an exciting time because so much changes between 1 and 2. So I am celebrating his half birthday. We're not doing a party or anything, but maybe we should. Now I'm thinking like, should I make him a cake? Maybe I'll cut a cake in half. It's like a half cake. That's kind of cute. Anyway, I am posting a video tomorrow about him and an update on him and how he's doing in his development and in his childhood, because I do those videos a lot on my main channel where I kind of give you an update on where my son is developmentally and just cuteness wise. And so I did that, and so I need to finish editing it and post that before tomorrow. So that's my next order of business this evening at 11 p.m. It's 11:30 already? I need to start going to bed earlier, but I just can't. Like last night I went to bed at like 3, and then I stayed awake and just like stressed and thought about a million things for like hours. And I'm my most awake and most hyper at nighttime, no matter what time I wake up. It's just how I am. I could wake up at 6 a.m. and get 3 hours of sleep and be tired all freaking day. And then once like 9, 10 p.m. hits, I'm like super hyper and excited. I've always been that way. And I don't know what that's about. One time someone told me that had to do with my like astrology sun and moon signs, but I don't know what they are, so I don't know if that's true. I don't know. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go get to editing. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh man, guys. So, I'm crying. It's been a while since I cried on this channel. I guess it was time. So I'm editing videos that I had filmed earlier in the week, and Corey did a great job. Like he always edits the first run, and he always does such a good job, but then I go in and I tweak things and fix things and change things to my liking, because as much as Corey and I have the same brain, he can't completely read my mind. So there's always a few things I want to fix and tweak. So anyway, there's 2 videos that I'm posting on my main channel this week, and one is an update on Flynn, and I started crying as I was finishing editing editing it because I was adding all these clips of him talking about how happy he makes me, and just like seeing his, I don't know, it was just like the mixture of like seeing cute footage of him smiling and laughing and thinking about like how rough the world is recently, and just like seeing him smile and how much joy that brings me and how appreciative I am of him in my life during this time. And then the combination of that with the other video that I'm editing, which is a really hard video kind of to edit, and it's kind of hard to watch and sit through because I realized things as I was filming it and while I was editing it that like I didn't really realize about myself, and I don't know, I'm just like, I'm tired but I'm also just like sitting and thinking about everything that we've been through this year, like as a country and as a world, but also personally, like the hard things I've been through, and how like Clint is the reason like I am breathing. I don't know, all I'm trying to say is I really love my kid, and it's making me emotional watching this footage and just reflecting on the world and my life and like everything that's been going on this year and where my life is headed and just so many things. And the one thing that is like holding me together is that little kid. Like he is somehow that 1-year-old little boy, like a 1-year-old little boy is like the glue to my heart, like keeping it all together. And I just love him a lot. I'm really tired. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes my job forces me to talk to a camera and talk to you guys and talk to the world and talk about myself and my feelings and all this stuff, but it also forces me to like realize things about myself and grow and change and learn in front of millions of people. And that's not an easy thing to do. And I'm not saying, oh, my life is so hard. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, as a human, sometimes life gets difficult, and I'm just really grateful that I have Flynn, and I have my family, and I have Corey and Eric, but, like, man, Flynn is just that kid is my everything. Anyway, sorry to get all sappy, but it is now 1:30 in the morning, and I should go to bed, but I'm gonna continue working, and I'm gonna upload. So I think I'm gonna make cookies. Because they sound really good and I want them. Everyone else is asleep, so who's gonna stop me from making cookies? Besides, I have to wait for this video to upload anyway and like make a thumbnail and do all that boring stuff, so I might as well be eating something delicious while I do that. So alrighty, I'm gonna go, but I love you guys and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. That's all. Love you. Bye.